Welcome back, everybody. Today is Friday, May 23rd. Today I'm going to be talking about Faerie Fragments, Dacardia, and the one big Neopian update. And I'm going to actually redeem my code that I got in my emails. We'll see what that actually is, because I have no idea. Faerie Fragments, as mentioned yesterday, if you do play Faerie Fragments, you need to collect 3,000 bronze coins to get potentially a chance at a super attack P 1 in 5. And if you're really good at the game or you like playing, grinding, well, the top person with the amount of coins will win a super attack piece. So make sure you go in there and do it. If you do not already have Faerie Fragments, I do have my code in the description. Please use that I can go for the avatar. Tales of the Cardia Donation Dome login calendar event. Make sure you do this. First day was 50 pearl nags. Today was those purple coins. So nothing huge like the Easter one yet where we got an Easter egg, but give it a couple days and you might find something very interesting. Also, if you are looking for the festival plaza right here, the one with the little bullseye, that's the roller that you actually want. It took me forever to find that. Yeah, I had no idea. I didn't read the thing, and then I'm like, it can't be that. So I'm like, oh wait, I never used this before. So yeah, there's some new items in there. Nice customization for your island. Very nice, very nice. But just make sure to log in. I'll do my best to let you know when I see something nice on the calendar, but there's no guarantees because who knows when I actually log in. Now, Jelly Neo has an a overview of the one big Neopian update. Just want to show you what this is. If you go on Neopets website, you can find this. A message from Dom, AMA format change. So we haven't had one in a couple months. TNT Dom often felt too rehearsed or corporate, leaving some topics insufficiently addressed. So what they're trying to do is they're going to be doing monthly blog articles, podcast, AMA segment, which is interesting to me because they're saying it's more organic, more entertaining while still addressing your questions. I feel like that would be more rehearsed. It's pre-recorded. So I think that would be, but at the same time, I know there's some things you can't say when it's live and you have to think it through. That's probably the more corporate side of it. But to say that it felt too rehearsed. I don't know about that. That's when you have it live. That's when you get you get more emotion and all that. You could see their face and what's actually happening. Is Neopets planning a rug pull? I thought that was funny. Like everything they're doing here, I can't imagine it leads someone to that conclusion that there'd be a rug pull. Our focus remains growing the brand and improving the player experience. The passionate TNT team working on Neopets Classic has more than doubled in size in the past 2 years, and we are working hard to deliver our promise to revive this site. Yeah, so is Neopets making money with NC releases but not improving this site? This is what I've said before. This is what I do for a living, and they pretty much confirmed it. The reality is that we have different teams working simultaneously on engineering, site improvements, and NC releases. Anybody that has said something like this has no clue about what's actually happening on a website. Just, I mean, I don't want to be harsh and all that stuff, but that's actually the truth. Like, there's so many moving pieces. Like, you can't have all of these different events going on and site improvements and NCs without many people working on it. That's just the truth. I get it. In fact, the team working on engineering and site improvement is much larger than the team working on NC. And obviously, you can pop out NC items really easily, especially if you just take retired ones and bring them back. However, many site and quality improvements may be less obvious because they are tied to fixing issues on an older tech stack, which takes time. For example, we recently improved website loading speed by 35%, a quality of life update we hope you've noticed and appreciated. Please fix Trudy. That would be it. Every dollar we make from our NC releases and other revenue streams is poured back into Neopets, helping us grow our team and brand. This includes funding events, collabs, and further development. And hopefully that doesn't mean like, when they're trying to get the influencers and the influencers took the items and sold it on Neopets, because that seems really not good. I was about to say stupid, but I still said it in the end. While we are still a loss-making company, we're on a much better trajectory compared to 2 years ago. In fact, we've had 2 months where we broke even, a promising sign for the future. Can you imagine that? All of this, everything that's happened, and they just broke even 2 times. I mean, that's a good thing. That's a good step. If you're losing money and you finally hit that point, but you're to me, when I think about this and how much people go, they're getting burned out on buying all this NC stuff. We shall see what happens. I don't know. That needs to be more sustainable. Like right now, the NC is pretty nice for them, bringing in money. I know I see people spending tons of money. Okay, but like how long can that actually keep up? I mean, you need different ways. And that's why we keep getting the premium perks. Our latest key updates. Get ready for the revamped NC malls. So take a look. There you go. What's new? Your wish list is easier to find. One-click purchasing. Mobile pet preview has moved. Reorganized shop. Meet the shopkeepers. New shopkeepers. Great. Major improvements to Neopets website loading speed. 35% improvement in website loading speed since January 2025. What does it mean for you? Faster loading times, smoother gaming, more time for fun. I don't think that should even need to be called out, but who knows? Our anti-botting progress and future plans. So this one's actually pretty interesting. Preliminary results from our assessment indicate a 15% reduction in bot traffic with these improvements. So they said they target them at the network level. By blocking bot traffic at the network level, we have successfully intercepted millions of unwanted bot interaction. What's next? They're gonna keep trying. They're gonna cheat. Yeah, I mean, so like I said, I've been on Pokemon, trying to buy Pokemon, the newest sets for Pokemon, and all these websites, Pokemon Center, Walmart, Target, like all of them are trying to stop bots. And every time they implement something, it foils them for that round. But come the next time around, the bots, the people who created it, yeah, they found a way around it. So no matter what, if it's worth the money, people will keep doing it. So like even though you may think that Neopets is not being effective in this, there's people making money even on Neopets. So, where there is money, there is a will to do so. Neopian Task Force play fair and updates on moderation policies and chat guidelines. Here we go. Key initiatives. You've all seen this before. I mean, you asked for it, and here you are. You wanted a way to just report people, and hey, we might not have as many people working on this stuff as before. Neopets NC bug fix update. Feel free. There's a bunch of total NC items fixed. 14 items listed here and 3 Neopoint items. All right, I just gone down. I'm not really interested in that. Join Faerie Fragments. Yes, there it is. Super Tech P, NC, and Premium membership related updates. The styling studio restyle has arrived. And this is where we get this. We get to be NPCs. We get as our Neopets. And actually, they look pretty cool, like what people did with the customization. So, congrats for people that actually want that. I think that's neat what you all do. And then we got some Royals. Do love the Royals, they're really nice. Retired Battledome Challenger and Cosmic Dome Rewards. So, we got 4 retired people coming back so that we can battle them. Nice, nice. And then you get the exclusive Cosmic Dome rewards. So as before, we've seen that barely legible business card. Mark your calendars. May 26th, these challengers won't stick around forever. Which, if you're still with me on this one, barely legible card, business card. That one, if that guy gets removed, the hulking wraith gets removed, just note you have 3 days, and we saw what the price is. I'm not trying to tell you to buy it up. Not saying that at all. Don't spend tons of money on it. But this is a possibility. So that is a premium perk. More exciting updates coming to Neopets community. Out the door cut. We know we got a smaller version of it. This one's interesting to me. Enhancements to Judora's and Illusions Quest. We are thrilled to announce updates to rewards for both Judora's and Illusions Quest, including new Battledome items. Additionally, we're introducing a new premium perk that grants extra time specifically for completing Judora's and Illusions time limited quests. What that means to you is this, like those Battledome items, the Illusions Wand and Judora's, it's Dark Fairy, what is it? Wand of the Dark Fairy. There we go. Sorry, I mental lapse there. Wand of the Dark Fairy. You know, those were one of the biggest items, but then they just gave them away, Battledome items, and they gave it away basically through events. Now, there's going to be more, so at this point, I don't know if you start Judora and Illusions quest or they wipe you. I'm assuming they're just going to let you continue progress. So maybe worth it to get to the point where you're at like right before the rarity 99s happened. Here's the other thing about this. I said before, what's the point of doing Jador's and Illusions quest? All these items are really low. What should have happened based on this is people are going to be buying up rarity 99s. Right? Like, I mean, that's my big assumption here, and this is the bad part about me coming on here in the morning, because this would have already happened last night. So I'm assuming if I look up rarity 99s that weren't worth as much, they might be worth a little bit more. But again, there's more of those rarity 99s out there than there were before. So even buying them up, some people probably have it in their safety deposit box. So just keep watch out for that. You will actually potentially be able to help people out there. I wonder if it's going to be easier if they're going to change the rarity 99 to something else, but who really knows? I mean, once you get a stamp, you're done. Unless you have that in your safety deposit box, you really want to give up a stamp for it. Progress on MP NC item conversions, doing all that. Expansion of the Avatar High Score table. We're expanding the Avatar High Score table to enhance your gaming experience. This update will showcase more players and rankings, fostering a competitive and engaging community while increasing opportunities to earn the Avatar Collector avatar. So for me, my guess is obviously the Avatar Collector is just going to be set at a certain number. This has something to do probably with the paid versions of avatars and non-paid. That's my guess. Introduction of invisible pets to customization spotlight. That's very interesting. Updates the trading pose. Our goal is complete page conversion. You know what I want? I just want the ability to trade more Neo points. I think that would be very nice. If you need to add a comment in there, that would be very nice as well. Um, and like people will say, like, the problem with doing that is the fact that people can then just trade Neo points, and it's like, no, they can't. No, they can't. You know why? You just set a limit, or like as in back end. I did this for work, right? We implemented a project, and we wanted to make sure that nothing crazy was going to happen. So we set a condition: if this happens, send me and the other lady an email that says this just happened. Right? So if somebody were to be stupid enough to send, let's say, like 50 million Neo points, 100 million Neo points, it would be reviewed by me and the other lady. I would see everything. So in that way, I have a trail that tells me who did this, and then I could see where it all went. So you get it? Like it's just so much nicer. And I get it. Maybe you don't want to be doing that, but if you want to get rid of some of these people, go ahead and do it that way. Yeah, it just makes life easier for everybody else because you can only trade. You don't have to worry about having like 10 baby paintbrushes. That seems ridiculous to me. Just let me trade the Neo points, and if you have to set up that limit. I mean, and you can make the limit whatever you want, or you could be like, some guy just traded all this amount. You can do a total. I mean, that takes more memory. I like the one with the email because then I could check. I like being a little bit nosy. The Void Within, episode 2, Lost in the Dark. After a brief respite, Nyx and the gang are ready to continue. Oh, great. Okay, late quarter 2 to quarter 3 marketing updates. Upper Deck Champions of Meridel TCG launch. Holy crap, this is a huge update. A Neopets at SDCC. Great. That's more exclusive stuff that I won't be able to get. Sun Scoops, even more. Even more that we can't collect. ACMI presents Game Worlds. This one's interesting to me. I don't really understand it. Neopets will be. This is from September 18th. They're February 8th, 2026. I need to look it up. Neopets will be featured in the ACMI Game Worlds exhibition alongside other iconic games such as World of Warcraft, The Sims, Hollow Knight. I never heard of Hollow Knight, sorry. Enjoy playable demos and exclusive insights into the world of Neopia. The Neopets team will also be present at the kickoff party on the launch day, September 17th to 18th, to celebrate the opening of this exciting exhibition. Where is it at? I have no idea where it's actually at. ACMI present Game Worlds. Mm, Australia? Yeah, okay. Okay. It's at .au. I'm gonna assume that's Australia. Your Neopian adventure awaits. Styling studio, all this up. Stay tuned for it. Okay, great. Done. So much happening on Neopets, and like just look. If you haven't realized it yet, just look at all the work that's gone in here. Again, if you think that they're just taking your money and not doing with it, like just writing this entire post took a while, right? For people to read through it, check through it, but to come together with all of these different events, all these fixes, updates, it's quite a lot of work. And to deal with people, my God, to deal with people. Right? Like let's just be real here. This right here, this was a topic of conversation between many, many people on Neopets. It wasted probably a lot of uh, employee hours talking about this right here and how they were going to get it right and all that. They probably had to talk to a lawyer too. Who knows? I'm just guessing. I remember my days of talking to a lawyer. Holy crap, at work. It just the lawyer was cool. She was really fun, just a lot of fun. But at the same time, when you have to bring a lawyer in, it is just painful, painful. I can't go into any more details about that, but it is not fun when you have to involve lawyers, especially when you like. And that was just for projects I did, but when you had to bring a lawyer in for social media, holy crap. Yeah, that's when you know. That's when you know you're about to deal with something that you really don't want to. It is such a waste of time. Like you go, I have better things to do, but I mean, not getting sued is always a good thing. uh, Dang it. All right, well, I'm going over here to the Grundo play, so let's just make sure this works, hopefully. So I got a code. I got an email. I'll show you the email after I redeem. Where is this thing? I remember the last time I did this, it gave me an error. So I'm gonna pull this page out. I'm gonna pop it in, and then I will show you the item that I got, just to make sure if it. Oh, it did it again. See, look at that internal server error. That's garbage. That's why I moved it over here to the side. I remember what you did the first time, buddy. I remember that. So this time around, heck, I got a white screen. Look, it says VR equals 1971. So I got something. I just don't know what it was. All right. Sweet. That's great. That's great. At least the site moves faster. That's a plus. In my inventory. Oh my god, Royal Conditure. There it is. So this is the email that I got. Let me just open it over here. This is one of those emails I said I got for a long time and I completely forgot about it. There you go, 406. I guess I was talking to my sister at that time. Redeem your prize now. Thank you for supporting the Neopets merch shop during the 25th anniversary quest campaign. As a token of our appreciation, we're excited to gift you a free mystery NP item. So that's why I said I didn't remember what the prize was because it didn't actually tell me. There's nothing on here that tells me that. The code redeem Royal Candy Chan has been delivered. Thank you, thank you. Yep, so let me get that over here. Sorry, I was about to cough. I had to drink some water. I don't want to cough in your ear, which I am about to do that. I tried to fight it, so I muted myself. There you go. That worked. Okay, well, let me. What am I gonna do with this dude? I'm gonna throw him. Oh, by the way, thank you again. For all your gifts. I really appreciate the everyone that has given me gifts. Like I said, you don't have to do that. Not something I look to, but I'm thoroughly surprised every time I do get something. So really appreciate all of you out there that throw stuff my way. It's always fun to see. Some of it, I don't look up the prices at all. I try to avoid that. Like if I just come across it and I see it, and as I traverse Neopets, then that's how I see it. But I mean, I just looking at some of this stuff. I'm like, geez, you all do too much. I'm a millionaire, and I get it. You're doing it because for the fun of it. It's always nice to get a gift, so I really appreciate all of you that do that. Okay, today I got lucky. I got 3 Codestone, 2 Mags, and 1 Zed. I don't know how much a Zed costs at this point, and I'm hoping it's not a lot. Speaking of item prices, 35,000. Geez, these are going back up. Wow, some guy with 539 of them. That is a lot. Normally, I would say, like maybe it's like you've been battling a long time, but 539 is quite a bit. It just seems like a lot. Seems like a lot. I mean, and again, it is your choice what you do with your Neo points. If you want to buy up a bunch of items, I mean, that makes sense to me to do so. All right, here we go. Man, I need to hurry. I got things to do today. Work is gonna suck. People are gonna get out early today because this is the day before a holiday. And I won't. I have to work. I have to work. And then I have my sister and my niece coming over. There's like a wine festival happening over the weekend. So they're gonna go to that. I'm not gonna go. I don't need the sugar. I'm not diabetic or anything. I just um like I said, if you remember from my dentist appointment, they check bacteria and there is so I never actually said this. It was actually pretty crazy. My hygienist, my friend, she was like, I want to check your bacteria, and then when she looked at it, there was something in there that says you're at high risk. So I was already trying to lose weight, at the beginning of the year. Like I said, I was down like 16 pounds, something like that. I'm not like humongous or anything, but I know that I just need to do better for myself, right? Like with work and everything, I don't move around as much as I should. So that's where generally most of it is. And then when I'm stressed out because of work, then I don't have time to make food, and then I eat bad. So that's the downside of working from home. Yeah, it's a drag. But anyways, the bacteria told me that there's something high risk in my body, so I need to I basically have to do better. Right? Do better and everything will work out. But that's why I'm not gonna go. Because the whole day literally is you go to like all these different wine vendors, take a sample, buy some, eat bad food, walk around. So I'm like, I'll pass. My sister and my niece are going with my wife, so I was like, that's plenty of other people going that I don't need to be there for. So, and it's always interesting seeing how much my wife buys. I remember the last time she got like 20 bottles of wine or something. It was crazy. But I'm cool with it because then we put it out when people come over. Family time. Did I tell you I went to a hibachi this week? I went on Wednesday night. So my wife's aunt came over from Poland. She came over from Poland and she was leaving yesterday, Thursday. And I was like, "Hey, don't you want to do something before she leaves?" And I guess she's never been to a hibachi, so and my mother-in-law, she's never been to a hibachi. So it's really cool to bring them, and her sister and my wife's sister never been to hibachi. None of them been to hibachi actually. I'm talking about it. And it's always cool to see because the classic onion volcano, and I did miss. The guy tried to throw it into my mouth twice. I missed, and my wife. None of us caught it. A couple of them rejected the opportunity to actually go through that. I I tell people all the time. I play video games because I have the worst hand-eye coordination ever. That's not a joke. It's actually true. I will never be able to catch that piece of food in my. I don't think I've ever been able to. Probably went to hibachi 5 times, 6 times maybe. Not once have I ever been able to catch it. I get close, it like bounces off, but yeah, no, it just I can't do it. That's why if I go to a baseball game, that if that ball's coming towards me, there's a 50-50 shot that I'm gonna get hit by it. There's probably no way I'm catching it. 52-10, that is crazy. Good day, good day. Good game, good game, good game. Good game, everybody. Hopefully you got that. You got a piece. 52 to very good. Safety win. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. What do we got today? Oh, red bandana. Is that peanuts? Oh, actually it looks like nuts. Who really knows? Or baseballs? Kind of distorted. See, like this big one right here. That's why I thought it was a nut. But then this one kind of looked like a baseball. I don't know. It says yum. Yum. So he is eating. Oh yeah, he's looking right there. 36, 28, 88. I do enjoy doggo picks. You have not noticed. Daily doggo picks. I'm a fan. Big fan, big fan. All right, let's see. I need 3 items today. Unfortunately, my battle muffins is only 2. I don't know what I'm gonna do without an extra battle muffin. All right. Yeah, the Jador quest, illusion quest, interesting. I think it really is interesting. We'll see what happens with prices. We don't even know what rarity it's going to be. Imagine if they go, screw the rarity 99, it's too hard. We got to make it easier for people. Can you imagine that? or they just start dropping rarity 99s all over the place. But basically, at this point, what that means is board everything, board everything. Because I mean, once the quest again brings back potentially people wanting to buy certain items. So if you price it too low, if it's needed for a quest, I mean, if everybody's got one, yeah, feel free to sell that if you want. But the ones that were more limited, so think about some of the rarity 99s on the weekly quest logs. It only takes a few of them to disappear to make all the prices go up, especially when it's consumables like stamps or food. Like if it's something like that, you think about it, the prices are definitely then too low. I mean, that's not even a joke, especially with the amount of people that when one of these things happen with Ghidorah's quest, you can guarantee people are all going to start trying again. Even though they have some people have zero shot of actually being able to complete it. It's going to happen. People are going to show interest in it once more because it's new and fancy. And, we like to give it the old college try or high school try, whatever one, or tech school try. We like to give it a try and then we fail and then give up and act like it's not there anymore. All right, let's see. Cozy campfire, just like this one. Give it the old try here. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I hate when I aim for the one and I can't get it. I'm just like, that one? Yeah, there it is. Got you. Which, by the way, since my niece and my sister are coming over, I don't know if there's gonna be a video tomorrow. Actually, I will because they'll be at that wine festival. It just might be a little bit later. I have to figure out what I'm cooking for them though. I don't know what I'm making for tonight. What Neopet species does not appear in the game Fashion Fever? I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna go with this one. Aisha, darn it. Darn it. All right, well, Trudy, here we go. And I say that because my wife at first is saying, like, can't you just make some of those uh chicken strips that we have already? They're pre-made chicken strips. So I'm like, I'm not having someone like I am. I've told you many times, I'm against just buying food. I hate buying food. I'm like, if I have my sister over here and I have her niece here, I would want to make actual food, like take the time to make food, have them make food with me if they want to do so. But real food, I think that's where it is. You got to pass on some values and stuff to them. I mean, I taught my niece before. I've shown her how to make eggs. I've shown her how to make hamburgers. Yeah, we made mac and cheese together. Just so many things. I like when people learn that. It's a lost art. People don't know how to cook anymore. Yeah, my brother barely cooks. It's kind of sad. It's watching him trying to make food. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I think hot dogs. Hot dogs is his go-to make. Easy. But no, my brother has a lot going on. He has all his kids and all that, but still need to learn to cook. Cause you got to teach the kids stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do though. Like my freezer, we are trying to defrost it. We have many things that. Come on, Trudy. The 35% reduction didn't happen to Trudy. Tell you that they didn't care about Trudy whatsoever, even though she's worth 100,000 to us. All right, I'm done. Like, you know what? I'm out, Trudy. I'm out. I know I did it. I need to do customization. Think, and then did I give everybody a background? Maybe I should do that instead of just swapping every day. Give everybody a background. What do I got here? How about this one? Bam! There you go. You're in the forest with some crystals. I like it. It does add a bunch of life to my white backgrounds that I got going on here. Oh boy, wine fest. This is every year that this wine fest happens. It's like 70, high 70s, 80 degrees. The one that what did that just say? Yeah, it's always really freaking hot. But this year it's not. It's gonna be like near 60s. Okay, I did them. I was making sure. I didn't really pay attention to the words that were on my screen. So we collect the I was like, the 1 year where it's actually nice weather and I'm not actually going. But yeah, I will be working this weekend. It just sucks. I'm so far behind. I get so many emails and stuff that like it doesn't let me do my own work. And then when you try to do something else, it takes like a couple minutes just to get back into the flow of what you were doing. So that's what's oh yeah, like the flow of me not checking Faerie Employment Agency this entire time. Dang it. Dang it. I've been really bad about Faerie Employment Agency. That was one of the biggest money makers for me, and it's just easiest, easiest money makers possible, and I just have not been keeping up with it. Just not at all, but it's okay. All right, but I think that's everything. I said, so many things to check on. So I'm not going to be checking on this because I don't have the time. But again, Nerk mids, pretty huge, very legible, barely legible business card. Another one to check. Rarity 99's another thing to check. Just make sure to look out for that, or at the very least, just take an inventory of what you have and potential for sales with the Judora and Illusion Quest coming up. Yeah, and if you want to actually just start the Judora or Illusion Quest, maybe you do that, or you just wait. But no matter what, have a lot of fun. Enjoy your day. Happy Friday. And if you get out early from work, I wish that was me. See you later.